Hello, hello, everyone out there in Facebook land. I am here with Miss Raina. As you can see, we are on location at her pool that is unfinished. And we're just going to let Raina tell a little bit of her story as well. So when did you guys sign your contract with Olympus?
So we signed it in July of 2020.
So July of 2020, so that was before us. So you guys are going on a lot longer with an unfinished pool than we are. And when was the last work done on your site?
So the last work, so the gunite was shot at the beginning of April. And then in May, I paid for the pre-grade people to come out, which Olympus coordinated. And then I paid the pre-grade people myself, which was already really paid for in my gunite draw that I paid for.
Okay. Oh, so what you're saying is that you almost paid, or you did pay twice for the work, for the pre-grade work?
I paid a large amount at my gunite stage, so I feel like I'm owed more after that. So yeah, I don't think I should have been paying for the pre-grade again.
Okay, and how much have you paid to Olympus total for your pool so far?
So with the pre-grade, it's like $43,000.
Wow. For just what you have here.
Right.
So let me show you guys. So she's paid $43,000 for what you see here of her pool. And as you can see, the water is very high. There's a lake in the background. So as we continue to have rain and the pool fills up, we are pretty close to her house. So not only is the pool not finished, but it is creating some damage or some possible bad situations here with potential flooding. So yeah, so $43,000 for what you see here. And what has Olympus Pools been telling you when you speak to them?
Well, they wanna get the plumbing done next, but they want me to pay for the plumbing, which, I feel like my last draw that I paid for was included with the plumbing. So basically, I've been trying to reach out to them to ask them, like, can I get the plumbing done without paying again?
And have you gotten a straight answer from anybody?
I have not heard back.
You haven't heard?
Yeah.
They haven't just answered you at all?
No.
And how many times have you reached out to them about that specific question?
So I emailed them a couple of weeks ago, and then I followed up again this week.
Okay, and still nothing?
No.
Okay. So how has this affected you and your family's life? Tell us a little bit about that.
So, we're trying to, not be so negative about it. So basically, when I signed for the pool a year ago, I really wasn't in a rush, and I was in my mind. I was like, as long as I'm swimming next summer, I'm happy. But
that was exactly our thought too.
Yeah. So now we're not swimming. So yeah, we were at the community pool yesterday, and it was hot. So we were wishing that we could have been in our own pool.
Right.
And then financially also, it's very upsetting the amount of money that we're potentially going to be losing if we don't get the pool finished through Olympus.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of the victims are in the same boat. And you have twins. How old are your twins?
They're 11.
11. And I'm sure they wish they were swimming as well in their own pool.
Yes.
What have they had to say? I know our kids like to call Olympus and James specifically the bad guys.
No, they're just always, like today when you guys were coming over, they were excited because they thought people were coming to work on the pool. So
Aww.
They're always excited when someone comes to work on it. So.
Oh, poor guys. Yeah. And is there anything else that you want to say about the experience of working with Olympus?
The main thing that I would say is that the communication has really been lacking, and I'm a really patient person, and I just feel like if I had been communicated to along the way better, I would be a little bit less angry. Even so, like up until recently, like I've really been pulling for Olympus. Like, I want them to succeed. I want my pool to be built. I want them to save their company. So, I've, even though I know people make mistakes, but just like when you don't talk to me, that makes a customer feel really unimportant. So
Yeah, absolutely. And we feel the exact same way. That was something that we were talking about, that it's not that we are against Olympus, but it's our voices are not being heard, which hence the videos, to kind of put out there the real story and how this is affecting all of our lives. So,
did you want to talk about the fence?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so last night I was out here myself rigging up this fence because I realized we actually didn't have a fence up. So it was rolled up over there on the side of the yard. I don't know if the pre-grade people had, taken it down and just rolled it up. But anyway, so I kind of got it back up, but it doesn't look the greatest.
Yeah. So you guys can see here that she's had to come outside herself and put up this safety fence, which is a lot of what Olympus customers are doing, or AKA victims are doing, is having to work on their pools themselves and also put up things like this to keep their families safe from
Pump it out.
unfinished pools. And as you can see, she also has a pool full of dirty rainwater, breeding mosquitoes. I'm sure she's got frogs galore out here. In the background, there is a pond, which we all know that tons of critters could come crawling up into her yard to seek this water out as well. So all of this provides dangers to her family. She's got a dog in there. She's got 2 kids. So again, just similar situations all around, and hundreds of families being affected, which is why we're out here doing this. So thank you, Raina, for telling your story. And thank you guys for watching and being on with us. Every like, comment, and share helps this video become more visible to everyone out there on social media. So every time that you do that, that is helping our cause. So thank you for the support. And we will be back with another story pretty soon. So thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a fantastic Sunday.